What up, everybody? As you can see, I've cut all of my hair off. Don't pay any attention to the room behind me because I don't know. I'm cleaning it. I'm reorganizing. I don't know what I'm doing. It's been a while. Welcome back to the mess that is my freaking life. So today we're going to do I have uploaded for you a video. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me? I'm making a dinosaur terrarium to go with my friend's baby shower, which is dinosaur themed, and I'm super happy about. And I'm showing you my light bulb, and I don't know, I'm a whole mess. I'm a whole mess right now. Okay, we've got baby shower crafts going. I'm trying to get this room in order crafts going, and it's just a lot, and I just don't know what I'm doing anymore. That's all it is. So I don't know. Hope you guys enjoy this tutorial video. I don't know. It's not even... Listen. You came here to see me fuck up my life. That's what you came here for. And that's fine. Because I'm here for it. I'm, whatever. It's... I think this thing is on cricket. What? Enjoy the video.
Enough to get to host a dinosaur themed baby shower, I decided to throw my camera around. I don't know what that was. Yeah, I just wanted to make some dino themed DIY decorations. So I found these succulents at the dollar store. I'm not sure if they're still in. It's currently February. I probably got them at the beginning of January at the dollar store. But they come in these cute little plastic planters, and then they're like stuffed in styrofoam, and then you have these faux succulents. So I thought that they would be really good to, one, take up a bunch of space in that little vase and kind of give it a little bit more life, just to kind of, I don't know, tie it all in together. And I like the idea of like these giant succulents. They kind of look like trees once everything is said and done. Kind of like the idea of those as trees with your dinosaurs, just because I feel like, I just feel like it fits, I think at this point I still was trying to use glue dots for everything, and I don't know if that was just like pure laziness from like not wanting to hot glue anything, or if I just didn't go look for my hot glue gun. Like I don't know what the idea of these glue dots was. Like I don't know why I chose to do those over doing hot glue. I think I was just trying to go for quick and easy maybe. As you can tell from that one dinosaur, I definitely needed to stick them in place because he kept falling around. Oh, and then when, like, if you ever get like dollar store floral products, like sometimes the flowers will pop off the stem. You just kind of have to stick those back on, which is what I did with the succulent there. It came off whenever I tried to get it out of the vase, and I was just able to stick it back together, no problem. I think my delusional self is still trying to use glue dots at this point. At some point I actually go and find my hot glue gun, and it just works out better that way. I really don't know why I was trying so hard not to use it. I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't. I think I'm struggling to put glue dots on that thing. I don't know. So at some point I stopped working on this one because I, find my glue gun. I need to let it warm up, so I'm going to start working on the second one, and then once that second one is finished, then I can just kind of glue everything together. So freaking here I am being a psychopath using glue dots. So I traced the vase out on the styrofoam, which you'll see a little bit later on, and that's how I was able to cut it to size. However, I learned with this particular one that if you look at it, you can clearly see, but the base of that vase is smaller in radius? Diameter. Whatever. It's smaller in roundness than the opening of the vase, so I ended up shaving off part of the bottom of the styrofoam, and that helped it fit a lot better in there. Here I did not. Here I was like, I'm just gonna cram a bunch of rocks in there and hope it works. And that's what I did. And I I mean, it works for now, but God forbid somebody bump into it or try to move it. It's probably just gonna turn into dinosaur rock styrofoam casserole, and it's just not gonna be good. So off camera, behind this space, I'm just trying to clean off. As I said, those succulents come in like little plastic planters, and they're stuck in styrofoam in those plastic planters. So when you take them out, because obviously they were glued in the first place, you have to like pick off the little styrofoam pieces. So that's what I was doing off camera, and now doing it on camera. And I wish I had gotten all the styrofoam to look like that one, or styrofoam, Jesus, the succulents to look like that one, just because that one's really cool. That one's really cool and like, you know, prehistoric and Jurassic and all that good stuff, but I did not. I was like, let me get a variety. Which, I mean, they still ended up coming out really, really good in my humble opinion. So I think a variety is nice, but yeah. I think if I could do it again, I would have just gotten them all to look like that previous grassy looking one. But just picking off all the styrofoam, and then I think at this point I decided to just do that for all the succulents while I wait for my glue gun to heat up, because at this point I hadn't done the other two floral foam circles because I wasn't sure, like I said, if I was gonna like the fact that they were spray painted that color, how it was gonna look, if it was gonna turn out well or not. And so I just tested it on these two, and then I was like, yeah, these are good, and I'll go ahead and just, you know, do that part on those later. I think here I am trying to like pretend to clean up my workspace. I think I'm putting up the glue dots. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Watching Criminal Minds here is what I'm doing, if we're being completely honest. Yeah. I think I'm picking off... No, I don't know what I was doing with that guy. Picking out the dinosaurs I want in each vase, maybe. And so the dinosaur pack, it comes... Jesus. I keep knocking over this freaking footstool. Lord help me. So those dinosaur, that playset comes 8 to a pack. So I just used one pack of those because I did 2 dinos in each one. What else? I got faux moss from the dollar store. I got the styrofoam from the dollar store, which I actually got that styrofoam back whenever I was doing wedding decorations, and I ended up not using it for anything. And I don't know if you know this, but the Dollar Tree does not let you return anything. You just have to exchange it, but you have to have the receipt for that. And I don't save my receipts for anything because I don't know. I'm a crazy person. Here it is, all finished. Look at that. Does that not look freaking cool? So as I was saying, I had these floral foam circles. And now I don't even know shapes at this point. From previous attempted project, so it all worked out. You know, I didn't have to technically buy them this time. I still included that in the price point of everything. Overall, it's a fairly decent priced project. I think if you're looking at everything at cost, like to buy it to start this project, I think it's like $10. But if you take into account the fact that it's 2 of those circles to a pack, it's, you know, 8 dinos to a pack, those rocks you're going to use for an endless amount of time. The spray paint I had bought for a previous project, but if you divide that by the cost, you know, like if you just break it down, I think each one costs like $4, which I mean isn't bad. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, but I don't know. And then, you know, my whole idea with all of the decorations for this baby shower is that they will eventually be able to be reused. So, you know, she can use these in the baby's room or nursery to decorate it, or, you know, if she wants to give the centerpieces out as, I think some people do like the centerpieces as prizes for certain things. And here I am being smart, okay? I'm being smart and I'm measuring it by the bottom. The first time I measured it by the top, okay? So I'm like, I'm gonna be so smart and measure it by the bottom. So I did that, and then I cut it out. But then I was additionally smart because I did, like I said, I shaved off just like the bottom portion of that, so that way whenever it does sit into the bowl, it kind of sits in and not just, you know, floating like that last one did. Because even though it fit in the bowl, which obviously we needed to do, but even though it fit in the bowl, it didn't fit all the way down at the bottom because there's a little bit of an angle down there at the bottom. So I I just kind of took that X-Acto knife, don't tell my husband, and kind of shaved the bottom portion of it off a little bit at an angle to help it fit in that vase a little bit better. I say don't tell my husband because I'm not allowed to use sharp objects because I inevitably cut myself with them. So yeah, that's just story of my life there. I don't know. I just do. It's never intentional. It's always on accident. It never fails. Currently have a scar that I'm looking at on my arm from where I stabbed myself with a freaking, I think it was a box cutter. I don't think it was an X-Acto knife, but either way, it's still the same. I actually shoved an X-Acto knife in my foot after working on a project for the wedding. So I just, I feel like he's valid in his concerns. Probably shouldn't be allowed near sharp objects, but I also like to craft, so here we are. So here I am kind of like, I don't know what I was doing there. I knew what the issue was. I think maybe I was trying to show you what the issue was. I don't know what I did there. So I just kind of took that X-Acto knife and held it at an angle and kind of just like ran it along the bottom edge of that circle. Of course, kind of haphazardly. Jesus. I listened to a podcast and somebody's mom says it haphazardly, and now I can't not say haphazardly that way. So whenever I'm trying to have a normal conversation with somebody, such as this, I have to like remind myself that it's not pronounced haphazardly. Anyway. So yeah, I'm just going around shaving this thing. And I think I purposely didn't show you how I was doing it because it's it's not good. You should probably be a little bit more careful when you do it. So make sure you have an adult present. Make sure you don't use sharp objects without your adult's permission. And you are very safe and cautious when you do so, because I'm not. And one of these days I'll lose a finger. I have come to this realization. I have accepted my fate. And here I am showing you as I point the blade away from me and my fingers are out of the way. So that's kind of more the way that you should do it. Is it the way I did it? No. But I'm going to show you that I pretended to care there. Okay. So then once you have it shaved down, I just took it outside and spray painted it. I tried to follow the rules on that as much as possible, but I'm fucking impatient. As if you haven't learned that by now, you'll learn it eventually. So this is the next day, and they're fully dry, and I'm using my hot glue gun, finally. Again, I found it, I plugged it in, got it to warm up, and then I left it plugged in, and burned the Christ out of my arm the next day, because I left it sitting on my chair that I'm sitting in, right there. So, this is why I'm not allowed around sharp objects or heat products, apparently, because just live my life chaotically, okay? And it's not fun. Again, just throwing some rocks in there. And there was no rhyme or reason, just kind of throw the rocks in there, make it look good, kind of shove it in around the edges to hide the styrofoam edges if you're looking at it from the side. Throw in some dinosaurs there, and I hot glued the feet. So the hot glue is off camera because the cord isn't very long and my house is a mess, whatever. So I just kind of put hot glue on the feet and then shoved them in there and called it a day. Again, I think when I tried to do the glue dots, I was hoping that if they just wanted the vases, they could take the vases and take the product out. But then it's like, hot glue, it's fine. Especially because I showed my friend and she said that her mom was going to want some. So, I was like, whatever, it's fine. Hot glue, you got a nice decorative piece for your house, whether it's in the baby's room, whether it's, in your living room, anywhere really. It's just great. Again, this moss is from the dollar store. I kind of just threw it in there and then tried to clean it up so you could still see the dinos, but that it would help kind of make it look a little more earthy and not like styrofoam and rocks. So I kind of just spread that out to the edges, left some in the middle so it would kind of hide the styrofoam there. There's some picante sauce because my husband made me breakfast because, listen, he's just a great guy. I don't know. I hate him sometimes. I really, truly do. I don't, but, love him to death. And then I cut it out, but at some point I just shoved a big old plate of breakfast tacos in the camera and ate half of them before I realized that I was still recording, so sorry. But I did take that out because not trying to be an asshole here. So I was trying to clean it up because I did all that and then I realized you can't really see the blue dino. That's where the plate ended up and I had to cut it out. And I think this is the last one. So we had our little T-Rex here and you can't really see it, but poor T-Rex, man. He has one regular foot and then he's got this one little web foot, which is like three little plastic, like a plastic fork looking thing sticking out. And he was a little hard to glue down. But I did feel very sad for him, you know. First he had to go through extinction, then he had to be turned into plastic, then he had to have a plastic web foot. It was just, you know, like T-Rex is just not having the time of his life right now. So like I said before, with those, you know, with the succulents, with the Dollar Tree floral pieces, like, you know, the fake flowers, stuff like that, they kind of just slip off of their stems sometimes. You just gotta shove them back in there and go on with your project as if nothing has happened. And so I haven't explained it, but what I'm doing with those succulents is that I'm shoving them into the styrofoam to kind of create that hole. And then I'll put in the moss because you can't really do anything once the succulent's in there. And then what I then do to help it stay in place is we've created the hole in the styrofoam, so now I'm gonna put a bunch of hot glue on the stem so that way whenever I replace it in the hole, it's secure and it stays and it doesn't, like, you know, fall out later on. The only issue with that is that you've got all this glue on there and you're trying not to let it get like glued to all the moss. You just kind of have to quickly shove it back into that previous hole you made. And I just find that's better. I do that with a lot of floral projects and floral foam, but here I am showing off my good work. So there they all four are. I don't know why it's stretched out like that, but they look good. I like them. She likes them. That's all that really matters, right? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this poorly made tutorial. I'll see you in the next one. Hope this was fun to watch. Hope you got something out of it. I feel like I didn't even tell you how I did half the stuff that I did. Why am I like this?
Hope you liked the video. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Anyway, whatever. Hope you enjoyed the video. As I said before, this is for a dinosaur themed baby shower. You can use it for a dino party. You can do whatever you want with it. You know, it's just the information is there for you to use. I think I found this idea off Pinterest or it came out of my own brain. I don't know. I don't want to give the wrong person credit, so let's just say it wasn't my idea. I don't know. I'm gonna go back to trying to do some projects, which it's going about as good as this video right now. And don't worry, you'll get to see that shit later. Don't worry, I'm not keeping any trash from you. You will get to consume all of the trash that I have made, and I don't know, hopefully at least this gives you a laugh, because Jesus Lord, don't we need it. 2020, 2021, it's just not it, it's just not it. Let's go back to the 90s. I feel like that's where it was at. I feel like we were good in the 90s. We had the Spice Girls. I'm getting off tangent. Bye, you guys. I'll see you next time. Stay kind and true to yourselves. There's nothing else I can say. I don't know. Whatever. Bye, guys.